From CBS 4, this is Haystack TV, powered by HaystackHelp.com. Finding reliable services can be like finding a needle in a haystack. With HaystackHelp.com, finding the needle just got a lot easier. Now here's the host of Haystack TV, Chris Kane.
Deciding to file bankruptcy can be a tough decision. There can be a lot of unanswered questions about the process. You may be wondering which type of bankruptcy is right for you, and if now is the right time in your life to file. Colorado Bankruptcy Help is here to answer all your questions. Colorado Bankruptcy Help is a service of the Heipel Law Firm. Kevin Heipel served as the Assistant Attorney General, and they are members of the National Association of Consumer Bankruptcy Attorneys. Kevin Heipel from Colorado Bankruptcy Help joins us today. Thanks for being here.
Sure.
Now, what are some of the warning signs that you're seeing when people are starting to struggle with debt?
The biggest warning sign is that they have to use their credit card to pay for basic living expenses. They're buying their groceries with the credit card, they're paying utilities, they're paying their gas. Other warning signs are they're moving money from one card to another. And then the biggest one is if their unsecured debt, like credit card debt, is more than a third of their annual income, they lose the ability to ever pay it off. And that's the biggest warning sign.
And what are some of the different solutions then for people that are struggling with debt?
If your credit card debt's low enough, you could do credit counseling. That's when they drop the interest rate. They put you on a 5-year repayment plan. If you're above that, you can look at debt negotiation. And then the biggest solution, or sometimes the best solution, is going to be bankruptcy.
All right. And you can actually do all of what you mentioned.
I can do everything but credit counseling.
Okay.
That's through the Department of Justice. Those are nonprofit agencies.
And what type of bankruptcies exist, and how does someone decide which is best for them?
Usually there's two that exist. There's a Chapter 7, there's a Chapter 13. If you are somebody with a lot of unsecured debt, like credit card debt, and you have house and cars and you want to keep them or you want to get rid of them, and you don't have a lot in terms of unprotected assets, then Chapter 7, because it's over in 3 months, you recover in 2 years. If you have taxes, if you are behind on your mortgage and you're facing a foreclosure, or you have a second mortgage that I can pull off, then you're better off in a Chapter 13.
All right, and you mentioned cars and houses. So people, can they lose cars and houses? And talk about retirement accounts too when they go through the bankruptcy process.
Sure. Retirement's 100% protected. So if you're somebody thinking, I'm going to tap my retirement to pay debt, don't. Call me first. Let's see if it makes sense. Cars, you're allowed up to $5,000 of equity, but that's the value minus the loan. So a lot of people are upside down if they have a loan. Homes, you're allowed up to $60,000 of equity. So in this economy, people are not losing these things through bankruptcy. Some of them are making the decision, you know what, I'm so upside down in this home, I'm going to walk away and discharge it in the bankruptcy.
Right, and that's where you just need to make a business decision. Now, what are some of the benefits? You mentioned some already, but some of the biggest benefits that you see with bankruptcy?
The biggest benefit about bankruptcy, it is a tax-free solution. So when you discharge debt, you don't have to pay taxes on it like you would in debt negotiation. The other thing is you rebuild your credit sooner because it wipes the slate clean and you rebuild in 2 years. Where other solutions, you don't have that. You have to wait until the account actually falls off of your credit report, which could be 5 to 7 years after you settle it.
Now, we talked a lot about bankruptcy already. What are some of the other services that you can provide?
We do debt settlement. There are some people that debt settlement is a very good solution for them. We do loan modifications. As a licensed attorney, I can use a web portal. I can get responses in 2 weeks, where it would take 2 to 3 months for a normal client. And then obviously we do the bankruptcies. We do Chapter 7 and we do Chapter 13.
Great. And actually I sent a friend in that came to you, very successful. You were actually able to discharge taxes that she had from that were beyond 3 years.
Right.
So people need to understand that.
Yeah, if you have tax debt older than 3 years ago, we have an ability to discharge it. The other thing is if it's within 3 years, you can pay it back interest and penalty free. IRS interest rates are 12%, so that's a huge savings if you have taxes.
Absolutely. And you have a special offer for our viewers. You're offering, was it $999?
Yeah, we're doing a $999 bankruptcy. That includes our attorney fees, the filing fees. It's a $500 savings. It's a great deal, so call us and take advantage of it.
I'm going to tell people how they can get a hold of you. Thanks so much for being here. If you're in need of debt relief, Colorado Bankruptcy Help is here to assist you. Call them at 720-319-8900 to schedule a free consultation or visit their website, cobankruptcyhelp.com. Mention Haystack and receive a $999 bankruptcy. That includes attorney's fees and filing fees. They also have offices in Loveland, Colorado Springs, and Avon. Their number again is 720-319-8900.